may not be here
Oh,
next week,
oh wait,
guys.
we went live. I'm
Oh, we're
having a
Oh,
live.
I'm having a great day.
Hey.
Right. All I was trying to do was put my phone in the holder and I hit the live button, so here we are. But that's
oh
okay,
well.
that's okay. Yes, it's been quite the morning. We were out fishing last night. We went fishing so y'all might as well. I sent the link to Tony. I guess Tony doesn't use Facebook much, so then I emailed it to him again. Tony's supposed to be here also. So it's the 3 winners so far. Week 1, 2, and 3 is who is here today. Mac couldn't make it today. We got 5 people out there already. Good morning, good morning. But so I'll double check on. Oh, there we go. And Chesapeake Bay Catfishing is ready to go fishing. Do you have his information, Rhonda?
No, I don't.
All right. There's Tony Harrison.
No, I don't.
Tony's in out there. Let me send it link to Timmy. There's Wildcat Rigs out there. Good morning. Good morning. We've been using some Wildcat Rigs out there. All right, Timmy, Chesapeake Bay. I'll send you the link now. That. Hey, Mac Fishing's out there. So go ahead, you guys go ahead and get the rods in the water. We got 13 awesome people watching. I'm going to get the link to Timmy. Go ahead and start fishing, and we'll get caught up from there.
Oh, brother. You don't see me, do you?
No, we don't see you yet, Tony.
I don't know why this camera does not like StreamYard. This phone does not like StreamYard.
Hey, there's Self-Made Fishing and Game, and he came in last night to the Anglaholics charity tournament. That's where we were fishing last night.
How many fish you end up catching last night, Stan?
Right at about 20, I think.
Nice.
We went, towards the end we we tried to move a little bit to hopefully catch a couple of bigger ones. So we kind of moved away from the school of fish, but still, I'll take 20. It was a fun night.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, let me get this link to me. I might if I hit the wrong button, I've got to jump out of here to send the link to Timmy. So, but I'll be around.
Okay.
Let's see.
Lost Tony too, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and Tony was out yesterday, double checking everything.
Yeah, he was out late yesterday stashing the live well.
Uh-oh, we solo. I'm trying to find it.
Smoke starting it off early.
Smoke's hooking it up.
Looks like it might have came off.
Bug.
I got 4 rods out. I'm suspend drifting.
Yay.
1.2 mile an hour. How fast the boats go. 30 foot of water. No problem.
Stan, while you're sending that link out, I'm going to go ahead and say good morning to all the wonderful people we've got entering chat. We've got Brian B. Catfishing, Mr. Catfish Heroes, Chesapeake Bay Catfishing, waiting for the link, James Albar, Mac Fishing, Marilla Family Fishing, Real Time Catfishing, Mr. John Parker, Self-Made Fishing and Gaming, Shirley T., and Josh from Wildcat Rigs with us this morning.
What's up, y'all?
I think we have Mr. Tony back. Hey, we have camera this time.
Yeah, that iPhone strikes again. All right, give me that. All right, give me that.
All right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Man, it's I think the windiest day. That's all right. We're gonna try.
Timmy, we'll probably just. What's that?
I said you might have to mute me until I get something, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do. So we got Chesapeake Bay Catfish and Timmy. That's Kelly's brother there, and then we got Greenwell Fishing.
No, Kelly is my brother. I'm not Kelly's brother. I'm the oldest, so he's my brother.
Well, I was gonna say the elder brother, but I was there you go. Okay, so Kelly is Timmy's brother, and we got of course Smoke right next to me here, Potomac River Monsters.
Yeah,
Well, we
we're a fishing tournament right now.
might as well do this. That was there. And mute. Okay. And there we are. Good morning. Good morning. And Tony back. Okay.
Yeah, I had the YouTube up on the same phone, so I wanted to turn that off.
That'll make a difference sometimes.
Yeah, had to switch the phones again. All
There
right,
we go. Okay.
finish getting these in
Good
the
morning,
water.
Lance.
Right. So We had a quick start to this show this morning. I was trying to put the phone up in the holder and ended up hitting the live button. So there we go. But everybody's getting the rods out. Welcome to the 4th week of the STANday Morning Cats and Carp Challenge. Rhonda's here with me, of course. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate all the help.
No problem.
And we have 4 anglers up there today. And for anybody that's new coming in, the way it works is all catfish count. Your flatheads, channel cats, blue cats, and bullheads, and also carp, 1 point per pound. And at noon, whoever's got the most points at noon is the winner. Hey, Indiana Chris is out there. Good morning. Lance McCoo guy is out there. Lance was doing some fishing this weekend. Okay.
So were you up as late as I was watching Jody all night?
No, by the time I got back home, we were out fishing. We fished the let's see, Wildcat. Yeah, I should be free later today. By the time we went out, the thing ended last night. The Anglerholics tournament ended at 10:30 or so.
Yeah.
We fished for a while longer. It was probably, I don't know, 1 something, 2 o'clock by the time I got back home here. She was out with a fishing chick, right?
Yes. Lisa caught a beautiful flathead.
Oh, that's awesome.
3:30, 4 a.m. So I was up watching that. So I'm a little slow this morning.
Well, me too. I got coffee today.
I live on it.
I was going to laugh if all of a sudden you had held up a Mountain Dew bottle.
No.
You mean like that?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Mike has it. And there is just not enough coffee in the world.
Of course, I got Mountain Dew also, but
I'm feeling it today. I'm getting old.
okay, we got 19 people out there watching right now. We'll have probably some more people come in as the time is straightened out. I don't know how it went to 6:30 tonight. Like I've done the AM PM thing before where you forget to click it to AM, but 6:30, I don't even know how it would have ever been set to 6:30. The only thing I can think of is when I went back in, I tried to set it up ahead of time this week just as like a base holder, and then went back in and tried to edit things out of the description. And I might have, when I went back in to edit it, somehow hit it wrong or something.
Yeah, that's why I sent that message this morning. I seen that last night. I'm like, what time's he doing this today?
Oh, that's what. Yes, yeah. I don't know how that happened.
Well, that's okay, because when I read the thumbnail this morning, I looked at it, I cleared my eyes again, and I looked at it again, and I went, did I just double book myself for the first time on a Sunday?
No, I'm bad at communicating, but not that bad. I would have at least checked on a change.
There were a couple people last night in one of the chats asking if you had openings today, and I told them to check in chat and speak up if they were fishing and we had openings. You would more than gladly take them in.
Oh, yeah.
Up until Danny got the emergency he got last night, he was talking about doing everything he had to do and trying to sneak down to the water to get in here this morning too. But Then he had an
Awesome.
emergency come up, so I don't think he's going to be able to
Emergency through work or family?
work.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on call this weekend,
Yes.
so
Oh,
He
that's right. He
had-
said he was going to call in the next 2 weeks. I remember that now.
one of his pumps or something went up last night, and he had to go take care of that. So I don't think he's going to make it with us this morning.
can't blame him there. That comes first.
Absolutely.
Obviously, we were all doing this just for fun.
Good morning, Art.
We got Art out there, Indiana Chris. How's it going? Missy came in. Good morning, Missy. James saying, looks like Timmy has a little wind this morning. Yeah.
Oh, the wind is crazy this morning. It's a total opposite of yesterday.
I know yesterday you were nice and calm, sitting in the shade.
Yeah. Carp were jumping. They almost jumped up on the bank. Not today.
Pumpkin Moon out there. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. We got Lance McCougai out there. They fished from 6:30 a.m. 6:30 p.m. I think from the night before to 1 p.m. yesterday because Audrey was in Dee's tournament.
And she fished that with a cracked tooth, I believe it was.
Crazy.
Who ended up winning the Angleholics last night?
Well, they are in chat. I'm surprised that hasn't been mentioned yet. That was Brian B. ended up pulling that out last night.
I know it was a tight race between him and Hooks and Hammocks there for a while.
Yep. Yeah, I thought when Stan 3 ended up hooking into, he got the one that was, I don't know, 10 pounds or so.
Got fish.
Oh, fish on. And we'll go over where everybody's fishing once we get this fish in and what they're using. I know I heard Mike say he was doing some suspend drifting. Hey, Deuce Stonefly, what's up? Fishing the boat.
Got him off, then I'll get a little weight on him.
All right. James, I did all right. We went I knew that what we were going to be looking at yesterday was a lot of smaller fish because we are pretty much full blown into the spawn now. So I went out targeting smaller fish and caught, I think, 20. I got 20 in about 4 hours. I think Stan 3 got a few more. But his big was about a 10 pounder, 10 and change.
Sorry about that. I had to change batteries.
Oh, no worries.
$7.4.
Nice. Yep. Pretty blue
Yeah.
cat.
He's going to talk to us a little bit. We'll let him go. Hey, buddy.
Tony, tell us. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about where you're fishing. We saw you out yesterday, kind of doing a test and everything on the phones.
Yeah, well, I was using YouTube on the iPhone, and it worked great, and it totally doesn't work at all on StreamYard. So I'm back on my Android, but I'm on the Potomac River.
Man, I don't mean to interrupt you, Tony, man, but I got to fish, man. We need you.
Okay.
Right now.
Go ahead and get your fish. I'm not going anywhere.
6.2, 6.12. Take 2 pounds off for the net.
Where that come from? The trunk?
Brian B sent me a good morning gift.
Okay. All right, James. James saying have a good day. Okay. So there we go. Yes. So, and so Rhonda, that is, you want to go over the score real quick? We've had 2 quick fish in there.
Yep, we got Potomac River Monsters on the board with 4.12 and Mike Greenwell on the board with 7.14, both blue catfish.
Awesome. All right. All right, James, have a great day. He's got to go check on some schematics on the stage. He's doing on the 19th. So, so you were doing, I know that the iPhone, for some reason, has some issues with StreamYard. And yeah, it did work awesome with, the YouTube platform yesterday.
Yeah, it kind of defeated the purpose of getting that iPhone.
Let's see. Indiana Chris has a question. Who is carp fishing today? Tony, and I think Smoke is probably carp.
Oh, and Timmy.
And Timmy, carp fishing. Let me unblock Timmy here for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, they muted themselves. Okay. So Timmy.
Yeah, I got 2 guys out for carp this morning.
Awesome.
Double dipping.
Hey, if they're out there, that's why I included carp, because not everybody has access to big blue cats or even big flathead. So, but there's carp are widespread in many ponds, lakes, rivers. So more people have access to carp than big catfish. So kind of why we included it in it. Very similar style of fishing. Get some bait out there. You're doing mostly bottom fishing, but there's also, as you see today, Mike Greenwell Fishing. He does a lot of other fishes from the boat. So he does a lot of other techniques. One of them being bumping, which is used during a specific thing. There you go, Bumping Mike, kind of how he got his name. You're also doing something today. You said, Mike said you're suspend drifting.
Yes.
You want to let everybody know just a basic what that's all about?
Pretty much you just slow whatever the current speed is, you slow it down to where your sinker is going to stay down underneath the boat. So today the current was like 1.7, so I slowed it down to 1.2 and just dropping the bait straight down, let the sinker hit the bottom, then I reel 4 cranks. That brings the bait up about 3 foot off the bottom. And then you just let the boat drift on downriver, and you cover a lot of ground doing this with more baits than bumping out.
Definitely.
I got 4 rods.
and I do something. We do something similar to that. We do that same thing also. We do a lot of suspend drifting and drifting when we're out in the boats. But one thing I've been doing lately is kind of like a, I guess it's kind of like a combination drifting and suspend drifting and bumping, because I'm holding the rod and I'm kind of bumping it like you would if you're actually bumping, but I'm just constantly ticking the bottom straight down. Oh,
Fish on, Stan.
all right, Tony.
Carp rod.
On the carp rod.
Sorry, Stan. Didn't mean to cut you guys' conversation.
please
I
do.
saw him reaching
That's
for
what-
the rod.
That's what we're here for. And if I'm talking, I miss it a lot of times. So 33 awesome people out there. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Hey, Flat Rock Flatheads is out there. Good to see you. Boathouse Bob, welcome, welcome. They're out there fishing this morning. Just swang. Wanted to swing by and say howdy.
I told you it
Swang.
was a long night. Welcome, Bullets and Barbecue. Good morning. Stan, when we go back to your conversation with Mike Greenwell, Bullets and Barbecue has a question there for you.
All right, awesome. Good question. Good question. That's what I like.
Broke the line.
Oh no.
That's right, Mr. Murillo. You got it.
Let me see. What did it do?
Oh my goodness. We got Quentin Moon out there. Good morning.
Those little fish. That do that coming in.
It just got off.
Huh.
I was close. I was too slow getting them in. All right.
Go ahead, Rhonda. I'm not touching it this time.
Okay. I did hit exit before. I guess we hit exit at the same time.
The first time we did, we both hit it at the same time. I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it because you're quicker than I am with it anyhow. So yeah, just like pulled the hook, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna try the other. Set
Now,
up another carp rod this morning, so I'm gonna give this one a try this time. See what happens.
Awesome. Now I'm just getting going into carp fishing. I believe that their mouth, they have a softer mouth, if I'm not mistaken. Big Ranch Catfishing, how you doing? I know we got Michael Murillo out in chat, and Smoke and Timmy. You've done some carp fishing. Oh, good morning, Hook. Do they have a bigger chance of pulling the hook on a carp because of the mouth?
Yes. You lose a lot of carp. One thing is, a lot of times they're using smaller for carp. You have a small mouth, but it is softer. You have to baby them in because you can't very.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you.
You heard that,
And
Tony? Stop manhandling the fish. No free roller coasters today.
I gotta. He was right there. He looked at me. He said, "Nope."
okay, so the carp are not roller coaster fish. They're more kind of a Ferris wheel ride, I guess, right? The little teacup ride.
Yeah, I would call them a jet ski fish. I'd like give them a jet ski. They just go back and forth, left and right.
There you go.
They don't come at you. They don't go away from you. They just go left and right, fast they can see.
That's awesome. That's a lot of fun.
It is.
Mike Murillo saying they are a freight train off the rails. That's awesome. So Mike, there was a question. You were talking about the speed, And the question was, how do you determine the current speed? Is it on the fish finder?
I've actually got two ways of doing it on my boat. I've got the GPS and the fish finder, of course, yes. But my depth finder or my trolling motor is the Minn Kota powered or Tarova, and it's hard to see, but up in that corner there, you can see that it's showing the speed also. So I've got two means of showing my speed on the boat here today. So when I do check the current, I just pull up to a spot and I turn everything off and just let the boat free drift back for, a quarter mile to determine what the speed is going to actually be.
Awesome. And, a lot of people think that catfish are just these lazy bottom fish and you can chuck whatever out there. And, maybe sometimes that there might be a little truth to that. And with certain species, obviously, bullheads are a lot like that, sometimes channel cats, but they can be. I remember one day on the river last year, we had to be at 0.8. We had to be moving at 0.8. When we dropped down to try to troll it slower than that, we hit like 0.6, not a single bite. We went up above 0.8 to 0.9 or even 1 mile an hour, not a single bite. As soon as it would hit back to 0.8 mile per hour, that's what our drift was. Bam, we would hit that. There was a bite just about every time we went back to that 0.8. And it didn't matter what bait it was. We had carp. We had shad and white perch, and still they would hit that. It just had to be at that right speed.
I highlighted Missy Kennedy's question for you, Stan.
Okay, so we got the other one answered there. And Missy Kennedy's question is what's the difference in a bronze and nickel hook as far as the hook set? Now that's a good question. I don't know if there is a difference. I think it's just in the finish of the hook, as opposed to how long it takes to corrode. I believe is the only difference in that, if that's what she's asking. And bronze is probably, I think, a thinner wire hook. So you may have to be a little more careful with the hook set on that. But I don't know if anybody else has anything to add to that. The 30 awesome people watching. Thank you very much. Real time catfishing heading into church. Catch y'all later. Real time was out there last night and did catch a fish.
Good morning, CVA.
CVA in the house. All right. Bugman22 out there said carp do have a tough lip, little rubbery. He used to do it on the dock as a kid, acting like Bill Dance. Big wrench catfishing, saying hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Murillo. That's what I thought. The nickel hooks are meant not to rust as much. Missy says used bronze hook for years with no problem. Started using nickel plated hook and they started throwing the hook a lot. Definitely hooks. Congratulations on taking second place. A lot I know a lot about. You tell you did a great job. And my whole purpose last night was I knew that there was going to be, I knew what kind of season we're in. The bigger fish are a lot them have hit the beds and kind of got the lockjaw right now. So I went out, targeted some of the eater fish, targeted some of the size fish that are in a lot of waters. I used just the bottom, the double Kentucky rig, a high-low rig, one of the old school rigs, just to go out and catch some fish. And so it was a pretty fun night. I'll take 20 fish in a few hours any night of the week. Even had a couple of, I was using a high-low rig and a few times had double hook up, had 2 fish on at the same time. So that's a lot of fun. But yes, Anglaholics did a great job. It was a great tournament to help out some people in the community. So far today, we've had 2 fish caught. Blue cat by Smoke, a little over 4 pounds, and a blue cat by Mike G, a little over 7 pounds, 7.4 pounds. All right, Missy, have a great day. Get some sleep. I know, Murillo, I know. I fell asleep not long after the tournament last night, and I could still hear giggling and laughing. I could hear Brian yelling, "Fish out, fish out, fish out."
While I was grabbing coffee, I sent you pictures of the flathead.
Oh, awesome. So yes, we were talking about, right before we went live, we were talking about Fishing Chick going out fishing with, Jody last night. And she ended up catching her PB. Oh, probably broke. Now I froze sideways.
Does the world look better from the side?
Sometimes I think the phones think it does anyhow.
Maybe they're trying to tell us something and we're just not listening. Oh, don't mention gas prices. I was depressed earlier this week. They went up 30 cents. And I said something in one of the chats yesterday about them going up 30 cents. Then I went outside and they went up another 30 cents. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm done. So 60 cents this week, my gas prices went up.
Hey, big wrench catfishing yet. And there's James. Morning, James. James Fulton, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in.
How bad are gas prices down that way since I'm heading that way this week?
Let's see. What was it yesterday? They're not horrible here. They're under $5, so it was $4.60.
Well, we were at $4.60 on Thursday when I bought gas. I went out yesterday and we were at $5. So I'm scared to go today.
Okay, there's smoke back in. Try to keep everybody the same here. That's where we were before, I think. So Mike is motoring. That's the one thing about the boat is if you're noticing that it's not working for you in a certain stretch, you can move. Big wrench catfishing, stay in 439 in Baton Rouge. That's my hometown. That's where I was born.
It's time for me to move to Louisiana.
I was born in Baton Rouge Community Hospital. That's right. Yeah, Chris says Mike is motoring. Those just coming in. 2 fish caught so far this morning. And there was Tony had a carp on. I didn't get to ask Tony. Was there any size to it? Was it what do you think?
One yesterday.
All right.
About 4 or 5 pounds.
Would have been right there, right in the range so far.
What size was the fish that Smoke caught?
4.1.
4.12.
Yeah, it was at least 4.2. 4.3.
I knew that was coming.
Mac is saying, we in trouble now. Tony can catch carp now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I see people by the poles.
I know. I got my finger on the button.
Awesome. Yeah, we were trying to actually work out being out there on the water today. We were actually trying to work out being on the water today. We can't wait to try to get some carp, something that I've been saying for a while that I want to start picking up. And we've got some monster carp here in the James River. And we actually were seeing some last night. But had some stuff come up this morning, and Stan 3 wasn't able to make it out there. But whoa, Mac Fishing says I took first place from smoking the Cat and Carp tournament. I believe he's talking about on the Fishing Unleashed, on the Fishing Chaos app.
Hey, Stan, tell them check that app again.
Uh-oh, Mac, you hear that?
And Big Wrench, I can't wait for that either.
The Brian B. versus Smoke. Going to be a lot of fun.
Send that contract over too. Wait to the 17th to try to get nothing together.
Smoke, are you still needing a Joey for that day?
I don't even need to fish that day for Brian B, but it'll be a privilege to have you come out.
Woo.
I ain't even got to put no bait in the hook. Just throw the hooks out there and I'll win.
B's been out in chat. I think he's still there, so we'll see what B's got to say about that. But
Shots fired.
Mac just said he got it now. Dang. Apparently, Smoke, the contract will be changing. You see that? The contract's going to be changing a little bit. Anglerholic has.
It's like a boxing match. As the fight going on, you want to fight me. Then when we get into contract talk, we got to change the date. We got to move it back to October because I got to win the 10. All right, just send me the date over, man.
You know, somebody's ear got bit off, so we can't have the fight. You gotta.
Doghouse collapse. You got to rebuild a doghouse. We just gonna have excuses the whole summer. Hey, Brian, the fire stay lit so you can get that smoke whenever you're ready.
Brian says, I can bank fish that same spot I was at last night. Just saying. So it apparently is windy out there for everybody.
Seems that way.
So Smoke, are you not bothered by the Brian B's last statement there that he can bank fish from that same spot he was at last night?
I'm gonna keep my mouth closed until I get a date. Once we get a contract, I will start back talking. I'm too old to waste conversation.
Well, did you see why he's changing the date on you?
Say that again.
Did you see why the date needs to be changed?
Oh.
Nah,
Let me see. There we go. Anglerholics have their game show that same night.
He knew that. That's why he was so quick to call that date out. He didn't ask me when you free, Smoke. He just said June 18th. That was his back door, but that's cool. He got my address, my phone number, my last four to my social. Just send the contract.
That's funny. Oh, and I'm sure the contract's being wrote up as we spoke.
And don't let Ernie write it.
No, all contracts go through Murillo Fishing, so that's Ernie would drop it in the water, fall it in a hole. Yeah.
Hole in the hole. Even after the hole is, corded off and blocked, he'll still find the hole.
Indiana Chris is wanting to know, what's the bet, Smoke?
I don't know. That's what we supposed to been setting up. He like to renege when it come to bets. I ain't seen them pink shorts on yet, but we'll see it coming out.
Okay, so Chris, here's kind of the whole back story, just briefly. There's been a bunch of smoke between Smoke and Brian B. So it's kind of led up to, I think it was on Avids where it kind of led up to a head and a date was agreed upon, and right? I think it was last Sunday when that all happened.
Yes.
But it's been coming for a while. It's been coming for a while, so it'll happen.
I guess he waiting till I get old senior citizen home, then he gonna sign the contract when I can't even reel a fish in.
Oh.
It will happen. And I was shocked when I heard Brian agreed to the bank fishing terms. That was shocking.
But you did notice he left carp out. That man got a serious fear of carp.
So either way, it'll be a good competition. It'll be a lot of fun. Hey, Outcast Owls Live here. We out here. Good to see you. Big Wrench says he'd be willing to push the wheelchair for you, Smoke.
I appreciate that. That's what it's gonna come down to. Or his live well from Amazon might not be coming in before the 18th. He don't have Prime, so he got to wait 2 weeks.
Oh, appreciate you, brother. Boom, boom, boom. Outcast Owls Live. We all here with the $2. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate that. They do some there'll be some crazy things going on out there on Outcast Owls Live. Some competitions. They have some competitions themselves over there. Oh my goodness. Smoke, there's some more smoke. Brian B says I catfish. How does carp come into it? Wait, I'll answer it. Because smoke can't catfish worth a lick. Woo!
All I'm gonna say is sign the contract. We can't do this WWE thing. I don't have no costume. I don't have no ring. I can't give you the performance. Just sign the contract, man. I even agree. We can do catfish. I don't believe you can fish from the bank. I don't know what that was last night. Was E there? That's the question. Was E on the bank with you last night?
No, he was in the boat. He was in the boat, but they.
Oh, that's right. He was on the boat. That don't count. That's one thing. Brian B can fish from the boat, but the B don't stand for boat.
And no, Mac, I agree. One of them will call. It's going to be who's going to call rent a fish first. Let's see. Big Wrench, Mike, Bumping Mike, Big Wrench Catfishing says he loves your TikTok.
Oh, thank you. I got another one that's climbing to almost 200,000 views on there.
Woo!
I got one that's at 900,000.
Awesome. Yeah, the tickety tockety is moving right along.
It's a fun little app. If anybody, I need like 4 more to hit 5,000 followers. So if anybody's out there wants to go do it, it's Greenwell Fishing, same as YouTube.
There you go. And I don't think we can drop TikTok links and stuff, right? It doesn't work like G Style. What's up, G Style? Good to see you. Thank you.
Good morning, G.
So yeah, if anybody doesn't have Greenwell Fishing over on the Tickety Talk, check them out over there. Max says, I think I do follow you. Okay. Yeah, I know that the TikTok moves fast over there. Put the tracker on his car. Brian B saying Smoke gonna have to call rent a fish. They're starting to spawn here. Oh my goodness. Stonefly71 says, only thing I've got is YouTube. No TikTok, no Instagram, none of that crap.
I don't do a lot on the TikTok, but it's fun to get on there and play around.
It's definitely a little faster pace, we'll say. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's definitely two different things. But it's like even on YouTube, doing a live and doing videos are two totally different things. When you're doing lives, you know you've got a couple hours or however long that you kind of, especially for me anyhow, do a lot of talking, or you expand things out, you can answer questions fully. But when you get a video and you got to try to condense down so much. First one that I tried to do when I was out with Dan, I'm going into this whole long thing, and he's like, all right, that's great intro. Now cut that down by about 7 minutes. And when you're doing lives, most of the people, the lives are pretty much for the live community out here, the people that are in the catfish community that are coming in watching them. That's mostly so they know kind of the jokes, like between Brian B and Smoke and Chad calling hooks and hammocks. Chad calling Chris a little Santa's elf and short and looks like fish on smoke. But in the videos, you know, oh no, the rejection again. In the videos, people don't necessarily know all that side stuff going on, so.
Somebody please tell Brian B to not leave his shoes out on the bank. Ridiculous. What is going on here?
Okay, Stan, I have to ask. We added the bullhead just for Danny. Are we adding foot apparel to the score sheet?
Yeah, well, that's going to have to be a .22 for the. We're definitely going to have to add the .22 in there for that one. That's for sure. Max said he was catching.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that I'm waiting for the morning I log in and you go, well, today's going to be an any species day.
Yeah. It might happen. You never know. Max said he was catching carp at night on Friday night. Wow. Hey, there's Stan 3 out there.
Good morning. Size of the shoe.
Oh.
Fish on.
I saw. Let's see. I got it. Solo layout. Bumping Mike on a fish. See, Stan 3 says we should give him a point for the size of the shoe.
The old Uncle Lou ride this time.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell out on the water with the orange rods like that. Big Wrench Catfishing saying that's a real fish.
He's real mad right now.
35 awesome people watching. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. That's right.
$6.10.
Nice fish.
There we go. Another nice one.
And Mike, that bumps your total to 13.5, and Potomac River Monsters still at 4.12.
Okay. Dave G says we should give Smoke some points for cleaning up the waterway. Yeah, we don't. It's funny because you see everybody's got a bunch of wind out there. We don't have. Looks like it's pretty calm here today.
Yeah.
33 awesome people out there. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. So, as Rhonda just said, we have Mike G in the lead at 13.5. 2 blue cats caught, 7.4 and a 6.1, and Smoke is at 4.1 with a blue cat. Actually, Smoke's at 4.32 with the blue cat and 0.22 for the shoe. Okay, and we are at 1 hour in. Smoke just says, I hope I don't pull the whole body out next.
Oh, my goodness.
Can we not discuss that? Not even put that into the air.
I know it's unfortunate. We joke about things and it's a lot of fun, but when you are out on the waters, even by the water, be careful because there is dangers out there. We still have a person missing from Memorial Day weekend. 28-year-old lady that they were on a float trip, I think with tubes upriver, and there is a what do they call the dam? It's basically just a dam that goes across, and the water goes over top of it, and they went over the top of that, and she's still missing.
Mm.
And it's not even, it's not like a big drop. It's only, I can't think of the name, but it goes all the way across, so they can't go up. The water can't go up up above it. It goes,
Right.
Runs over the top of it. And, so that you're not supposed to go over it, in other words.
Right.
So we'll see. But yeah, rivers especially are, there's a lot of dangers that people don't think about. Last night we were fishing, and all of a sudden, before you know it, we look up and there's a barge like less than 100 feet downriver from us, and they're huge, but you can't hear them coming. And we put that on the Anglerholics last night. You can see it, and the barges are the barge that was being pulled was 5 tractor trailers wide. So they're not you're not talking about a tiny little boat.
No, not at all.
Trying to figure out what's going on with the barges here. I got 2 of them downriver for me. It looks like they both went on the bank waiting for one to come out of the lock, but there's nothing in the lock. I don't know what's going on. I keep my eye on them because I'm not sure what they're trying to do. But
Yeah.
Good morning, Danny. His ears must have been burning, Stan.
Must have been. And we're with you, Danny. Same thing. Wishing you were here. Thank you. Says, getting ready for work. Wishing I was up on panel with y'all. There in spirit, my brothers and sisters. Well, thank you, Danny. Hope your day goes as well as can be, since you're not out fishing. No worries. It's all right, Stan 3. Yep, done with the coffee. On to the Mountain Dew now.
I'm still going. I I get to start packing soon. Yay.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm just like, is it Thursday yet? Is it Thursday yet? You just don't know. I'm so excited.
Oh, yes, I do. I've made that trip. I've made that trip down to the dock before. So, Ron, do you want to tell everybody what you got going on?
Well, Thursday morning, I'm leaving home and driving down to fish on the infamous dock. I will be there Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday night. So I'm sure we'll be doing some lives from down there, and I'm looking forward to hopefully showing some new PBs off. And itty bitty's coming.
Good. Well, one thing's for certain. One thing you can guarantee is you will eat well.
I know. I'm already like, they're asking questions about food, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I can't. The breakfast sandwich, Michelle makes her own bread to make the breakfast sandwich.
I know. I can't wait. Oh, is smoke on? Look, we got to talking about food.
Oh. That looked like a good hit.
Joe's asking if was it a spillway that you were trying to say?
No, it's not a spillway. There's a name for a dam that goes all the way across. Like wing dams stick out into the water to redirect current. There's another dam that goes all the way across.
I've always referred to them as like a lowhead dam.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you remembered his pier net.
You do a lot of bank fishing. That pier net can be invaluable sometimes because it can open up a bunch of different spots that you normally wouldn't be able to fish.
And he's got it.
Fish bank.
Bugman, if your question was to Danny, yes.
Big Wrench Catfishing saying, nice catch, Smoke. Steve Ransom out there. How's it going, Steve? Great to see you. Looks like a nice fish. Will it be enough to go in the lead? Needs to be a nice looking carp. Needs to be 9.4 pounds.
Yeah.
Steve.
12
even.
Nose.
Minus the 2 for the net, so 10 pounds. 10 pounds.
Which has put Smoke in the lead. He is currently 14.12 plus the 0.22 for the shoe.
Nice fish, Smoke. Nice fish.
Nice. And Mike Greenwell is close behind with 13.5.
Oh, Mac's not happy because Mac is in the Fishing Unleashed Cats and Carp tournament. So that just puts Smoke a little bit more.
Oh, fish on.
Fish on, okay. And bam, over to Mike. There we go. Smoke is like, come on, man. I had the lead for 30 seconds. Hey, there's Green Machine Outdoors.
Once Mike gets that fish in, Bugman is asking what bait he is using for carp back to smoke. So maybe we can go back to smoke after we see Greenwell.
Sure. All right, Big Wrench. Awesome. So Mac Fishing is saying, now I got to put in more work to beat smoke. I see Dan out there. Dan, if you want to, feel free to drop the Fishing Unleashed link out there. Whether you're fishing in it or not, you can check the Fishing Chaos, the Fishing Unleashed section. Can show you what we're talking about there. It's a month-long tournament. Nice fish.
Beautiful.
7.05.
Well, that put him back in the lead. So, Mike, your total is now 20.6. And Smoke is at 14.1 plus the 0.22 for the shoe. I'm going to go back and highlight Bugman's question. That way we don't forget about it.
Yep. We'll let Smoke come back.
Yeah, he's over by the fence.
Everybody a little busy right now, it looks like. And that does seem to be a big question that gets asked a lot.
Mm-hmm. I know from the meet and greet, he makes his own, but to tell you the recipe he uses, I couldn't do it. So.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the one thing with carp fishing is everybody's got their own pack bait that they. And Dan from there we go. There's Mac shared it out too. Appreciate you, Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Dan shared it out and wanted to let everybody know that it is still open registration through June 15th. So if you did not enter it yet and you'd still like to get into the month-long tournaments on the app, you need a measuring board so that you can measure the fish on the month-long tournaments there, the ones where you take the picture and send it through the app. You need to have a measuring board to measure the fish so they can get the picture. And you send it in there. But all you got to do is click on that link and you can see what's going on there. Lots of good fish also. Flatheads, blues, and carp. So they've been all right, Bob. Thank you. Green Machine said there's been a lot of fish being caught, and you can check them out. And the good thing is when you can go in and check that out, you get to see the pictures of all the fish that people caught. So it's pretty cool little thing, even if you're not fishing in it. Max said that he did good last month and signed up late. Yeah, for those of us that aren't used to doing that every month, we end up forgetting about it. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's already into the first or the second, and you're like, crap. But with Dan's, with the Fishing Unleashed one, you got time all the way up to the 15th to enter it for that month. Let's go back up to Stonefly's comment here. Easiest carp bait.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to make sure you saw where he corrected what it was supposed to say.
There it is. There's the Wheaties. Wheaties, cornmeal, jello with flour, stuff like that. Yep. Yeah, I made one. We had a bunch of boxes of oatmeal, So the one that I made, and it seemed to work. We didn't. Hey, Mike Stokes, how's it going? I saw you pop in before. Forgot to come back and say hello. Great to see you. Mike Stokes fishing. He's a fellow Virginia brother here, so appreciate you. Appreciate you being out there. But yeah, basically it's some sort of oats, grains type of deal as the filler. Well, there you go. There's the let me put that on solo layout real quick. Oh, that's the boilies, right? There we go. Goober Time TV saying, I'm a new subscriber. What's going on here?
Hey, Smoke, are you by the camera?
I'm here.
Bugman had a question for you.
Oh, you want to
He
know my
wants to
31
know-
flavors?
Yes, he would like to know.
Oatmeal, grits, cornbread mix, cornflakes, corn, strawberry jello, vanilla jello, vanilla abstract, and I think I'm pronouncing it right. Enos. Hold up, y'all.
You want to get him, Rhonda?
Yep, I got it.
Ah, did you get off? I think you got off. But that's what I put in it.
Goober Time TV says, dang, Smoke is feeding those fish better than he eats.
Oh yeah.
Got the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a dessert all in that mix right there. Big Wrench. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome. Thank you. Big Wrench Catfish, a new member. Thank you. Newest member of the Two Stands Fishing family. Oh, we got a fish on for Chesapeake, for Timmy.
Yep, changing them over.
Way to go. All right. Oh. Bugman said when he was a kid, they just used bread and garlic powder, which I'm sure will work too. Oh, and we got the net out on the rocks. Mama Chew down there getting the fish. Well, Big Wrench Catfishing, thank you. I truly appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah. All right, Timmy, I unmuted you there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Courtney Madison says, I hear Green Machine thinks the fish are eating better than he is. I promise you, Dan eats just fine. Thank you. Just fine. Okay. Oh. We've got a first channel cat of the day.
Maybe. He's camera shop.
Stop. .74.
Is that 0.74?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Look bigger than that, right?
I thought so too, yeah.
I know it did.
Tim, if you want to weigh it again, feel free to weigh it again.
2.28.
2.28. All right. 2.3. That sounds better.
2.28.
Okay.
That looks a lot. That sounds a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Yeah, that scale's at.
I was gonna say I caught a couple of 0.7s last night, and that was bigger than that.
Yeah.
Brian is telling Courtney that glizzies on the grill don't count. Oh my goodness. So good job, Timmy. Good job. So we now have blue cats, carp, and channel cats caught today. We're missing the elusive flathead. And, you know, bullhead was added in there just because.
Just for Danny. Just for Danny.
All right, I'm going to. I muted you back there, Timmy, because that wind is coming in loud and strong. But nice job. Great job on the board with 2.3. So, Rhonda, if you want to go over the score real quick.
So far, that fish, the nice first channel that we've seen today, put Timmy on the board with 2.28. We have Potomac River Monsters currently with 14.12 10-pound carp and a 4.12 blue. Plus, we're giving him the honorary 0.22 points for the shoe, totaling him to 14.12 in fish and 0.22 shoe. Mike Greenwell is in first place with a total of 20 pounds, 20.6 pounds in blue catfish, one at 7.4, one at 6.1, and one at 7.05.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
They definitely ain't on fire, but we putting fish in the boat, so that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And, you know, this time of year, this is one of those strange times where, you know, fish start doing different things. And not only fish, a lot of things start going differently.
But I'm going with baits that small.
Yep.
You know there's something wrong.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm usually a big bait guy, but.
And Mike brings up a great point there. If you're having, you know, if you're having where all of a sudden the baits that you normally use aren't working, a lot of times that's a harder bite. One of the things to do to kind of trick them into biting a little bit is to downsize your bait. Like I said, kind of that's what I did last night. Downsized my baits, my hooks. I downsized everything because I was actually targeting a different size. I was targeting that different size fish, but a lot of times that smaller size bait will just trigger the bites. Trying different baits. Sometimes, you know, you hear the chicken when there's a tough bite. Sometimes just changing the bait to one of the different baits like chicken. That's when they seem to work best, is when there's a tough bite. I don't know if it's because it's just good catch, Rhonda. Good catch. We got you, Timmy.
Yep.
We got you. Great job, Rhonda. And you're unmuted, Timmy. Way to go. Way to go. Hey, Avid's out there. That's right. That's right. I know about strange things.
Good morning, Avid.
Mama True down there with the net. I was lucky enough to fish with both. Oh, nice fish.
Nice.
I was lucky enough to fish with both of them. Oh my gosh, it's going over a year ago now with 1 ton. They all came up here to the James River.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's nice channel.
Nice channel. He's about 3 or 4 pounds, right?
Yep, that'd be my guess.
Ow, let's get a weight on it. Ow, man. Shining now.
And you'll hear a lot of, if you see a lot of the fishing boards on Facebook, and people get confused a lot between when the channel cats get bigger. Like that one's pretty easy to tell. It's got that, got the color. But if you look at the tail, the anal fin and the tail are a sure sail time. Because sometimes in the year, the channel cats, especially when they get bigger, they'll get dark, just like a blue cat. They'll have the same kind of colorings, but that tail.
Stop it.
Tail is definitely more forked on the channel, and you can see the anal fin is rounded, where on the blue cat it runs parallel to the body, and it's it's flat.
2.34.
2.34, right?
Woohoo! We're on the board. And those grits are about what, 2 ounces?
Yeah, they're next to nothing.
Or no, almost nothing. Maybe not even an ounce. Ow! There he is. He be eating good and fat.
But you saw that that anal fin there. They're rounded and they have less fins. The blue cats will have 30 or more, and the channel cats have rays in that anal fin. They have 24 to 29. So that's the surefire way. You can't go by color all the time.
I can't tell, but I think smoke is on.
Funny.
What's that, Timmy?
I said they're definitely dark. They've been spawning, but they're probably about done.
And you know, that's another thing. They go into spawn. Yeah, it does look like we can go full screen on smoke. Looks like he's got. Thank you, great job.
Usually the males get real dark when they're spawning.
Yep. Yeah, and you'll see people, because of that color change, getting them confused with blue cats. And
yeah.
Especially on a bigger one, because people don't think of channel cats as getting big, but they can get up there. Mac Fishing. Smoke Mac is hoping that you caught another shoe. Because as we give 0.22 points for the shoe, the Fishing Unleashed app does not. And for those that have been watching since the first week that we did, Mac Fishing is Mac's usually been out here. This is the first week he had some other stuff going on. And Steve, that's a good question. And there's different the right shoe now.
Let's just hope it stops at shoes.
Yeah. You know, you got pre-spawn, the actual spawn, the post-spawn, and they all act a little differently. And they all go into spawn at different times. Anybody else, if you have anything anybody wants to add to the spawn, feel free to jump in. But I'll have Epic up one of these days, and that's one of the things that we'll talk about is different phases of spawn and what to look for as fish come out. And they don't all do it at the same time, so it's a combination of water levels, water temperature. Actually, what a lot of animals use, because obviously the animals don't have a calendar and they can't say, oh, well, it's the third week of May, I'm going to start going into pre-spawn now. It goes by, like I said, the water temperature, water depth. It goes by the length of day, the length of the time, daylight, which a lot of the plants and different things like that and wildlife use to kind of track what time of year it is.
What is that? 10 pounds, so 8 pounds.
8 pounds, all right. Good job, Smoke. And Smoke now back in the lead.
With guess what his score is without his honorary shoe?
I don't know. Let's hear it, Rhonda.
22.2. Mike
Great
Greenwell
job, Smoke.
20.6, and Timmy with Chesapeake Bay Fishing has 4.62. That is a beautiful fish.
Nice. Great.
Good job, Smoke.
Smoke, Mac is saying since he can't be out there fishing, he can at least troll. But yeah, Steve. So it really depends on the springtime. Some people say they use the cherry blossoms. When the cherry blossoms start, that's when the spawn starts. But usually it's when the water temperatures have been in the 70-degree range for a few weeks, and it's going to differ. And you can see it happens at a different time throughout the country. So it happens down south first, and the further north you are, the later the spawn happens. Yeah, there you go. When it's consistently in the 70s, that's when you still get the small ones, the bigger fish disappear. No, you're right. You're right, and they still will eat, they still will feed occasionally, but that bite window shrinks and shrinks. So, and it might be different on different waters. So it's just a matter of being in the right spot at the right time, and you'll still hear or see of big fish being caught, but they don't eat very much during that couple of week period there where it's actually spawn. And they all do it at different times. Not like they all hit it at the exact same time, but yeah. You pretty much got it. That 70-degree water temperature thing. And when they start coming out of spawn, you got to figure they haven't eat right for a few weeks. So that's a great time to actually be out there when they start coming off spawn. But the water temperature is usually even warmer by then, so a lot of that bite switches to a night bite and early morning, that type of thing. Damn River Boys was in the chat last night on the Anglerholic saying, great job last night, Brian B. Yes, it was. It was a great tournament. Yeah, River Boys saying got a few of them over 20 pounds last week. However, the bite was slow. Yep.
Havre de Grace is a place up in Harford County in Maryland where he's fishing there. I'm across the water on the eastern shore side fishing where I fish. And the bite last week wasn't so slow. And the reported water temperature where I fish was only 69 degrees still. And any larger size fish above 4 pounds, we were catching. No marks or anything were on them. I'm pulling them up.
We got you. Thank you, Rhonda. Great job.
Yeah.
And one thing to remember with water temp is when we, especially you're on the boat and whatnot, when you get that water temp that's on the fish finder, that's the surface temp. So,
Well, I'm the one that recorded online water temperatures. I don't have a thermometer. I don't have a boat, so.
yep, and they kind of will take a actual. A lot of times when we say water temps, what we have, the information we have out there on the boat is from the fish finder, from the surface, which obviously, as you get down a little more depth, that's going to be a different temperature.
Right.
45 seconds. I don't know if I can do that, Avid. I'm not, that's quite a long time to stop talking. Nope, can't do it. I made it 30. I can't do,
Yeah. 2.78.
2.7.
nice.
We've got a bunch of 2.5 pounders around here right now.
That
That's a
puts
fat
Timmy at
fish, fat fish.
7.4.
But they are fun. I'll catch them all day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Give me a bunch of channel cats all day. I caught 2 really nice big blues yesterday out of the Susquehanna, out on a boat on the river, and I can tell they haven't started spawning yet because they were beautiful, no marks.
Yep, and the Susquehanna, though, further north here than Virginia, so they're probably just now hitting that 70-degree temperature. But right, they still haven't. Never voiced boat temp, right? Exactly. So they're further north, and the Susquehanna is a little bit colder. It's coming from further up in Pennsylvania, coming down. Right. So let's see. There we go. I'm Timmy. I got you muted again. All right. Awesome job so far. Pretty cool. We've had some luck from the bank, some luck from the boat.
Dam River Boys has a question as to where is Timmy fishing today?
When he gets that rod back out, we'll have him come back. And actually,
I have to go check on my live well. I'll be right back.
All right. When Timmy comes back, we'll have that, we'll get that question answered. We'll give everybody a chance to say where they're fishing, what they're using for bait. I know everybody likes to get all that info. Right in the mouth of the Susquehanna. Awesome. Let's see. Let me unmute Chesapeake. Timmy, are you there?
Yeah. What was the question?
Why don't you go ahead? We didn't give a chance. I didn't give everybody a chance. Everybody out there is asking where people are fishing, what they're using for bait, etc. So, you guys, go
I got
ahead.
2 carp rods out. I'm just using pack bait. on a method feeder or a method lead with a hair rig with a fake corn. And basically my pack bait is just panko breadcrumbs, plain oatmeal, like old-fashioned oatmeals.
Yep.
Strawberry jello and sweet corn, whole kernel sweet corn. That's it, just mixed up in pack bait. And then for catfish, I'm fishing just shrimp, like just raw shrimp. And I'm fishing right now. I'm fishing on the Bush River, which is a tributary of Chesapeake Bay.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you very much. And of course, we see you got Mama Chu out there with you today.
Yeah, she's running around.
Always great to see her out there with you.
Yeah, she's in this exercise kick right now, and so she's been doing a lot of trying to get her steps in. So she's been walking around the park. It's a big park here, so Blind Point Park.
How does she even get more steps in a day? That when y'all fished with me that day, I don't think I saw her stop at all.
No, she doesn't stop moving.
I'm glad that she didn't stop at all when that bulgogi was getting made, because that was amazing.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Y'all check out Chesapeake Bay Catfishing.
Yep, check it out.
And let's see. Smoke, you want to let everybody know where you're fishing, what you're using? Oh, you got your muted, Smoke.
Now I'm a big dummy. I'm fishing the same place I fished last weekend on the waterfront downtown DC. I already told y'all the 31 flavors that I was using for the carp bait. I'm also using wild shad and tequila chicken.
Awesome. Yes. You know, just like catfishing, carp fishing, you can make it as simple or complicated as you want. You can have 31 flavors in the carp bait. I know I've heard people just use corn, some corn and oatmeal or different things, put a little sweetener in it, a little flavor in. So that's what's great about it. You can make it, like I said, it's simple, complicated. You got the method weights. I know some just put a few pieces of corn on the hook. I've actually caught carp on just night crawler while I was bottom fishing for other bait. So there you go. So smoke fishing up in the Potomac River area, up in DC. Let's see. And River Boy said the ones that he caught. That's my phone acting up. So the ones that he caught had mud on the bellies. Yeah. They will start getting down there. And that's how you'll start seeing them getting tore up. Oh, Timmy Damn River Boy saying, gonna stop and pick you up one day. Get you out in the boat with him.
Heck yeah, send it.
I didn't think you'd mind that one.
I went out yesterday with a subscriber on his pontoon boat, and that was fun, man. We caught a couple of nice big blues on our bluegill. That bluegill.
Good morning, Steve.
That's awesome. Good morning, Steve. How's it going? And that's, hey, you know, I've always said it. When you got a friend or somebody shows up with a boat and says you want to go fishing, well, you jump your ass in the boat and you go out fishing.
Oh yeah, you don't miss that opportunity to go out on a boat. Especially up here, especially out here on the Chesapeake Bay and the Susquehanna River. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's definitely beautiful up there. Let's go. Steve, Austin, how's it going? Danny Stone Outdoors, TSO, saying decided to take you to work. Take us to work with him. We're swinging from the rearview mirror right now.
Is that why I'm feeling kind of seasick over here?
Yeah, be careful, man. I hope your rear view. Woo! I hope the mirror is reinforced because that's a whole lot of weight to be holding up there. Just can't leave his friends behind. Well, we appreciate that, Danny. Thank you, thank you. Stan 3 is saying, yeah, it was crazy yesterday. There was more waves on the river than the bay with all the boats yesterday that passed by. Our boat is bay test.
I've noticed with Maryland opening the striper rockfish season, my tourist traffic down to Sandy Point yesterday was unbelievable. The boat launch.
Oh yeah, the boat traffic yesterday on the bay was out of control.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was really bad here on the James. We went, of course, we were fishing closer to a boat ramp, but it was James has some ships that would actually be you ride out in salt water. You've got some actual small yachts that are in the river, and they go up from where we were fishing is it's a restaurant, right? A bar and restaurant right on the water. So they go up there a lot. And man, there were so many boats coming through that there was actual rollers. Like, I mean, we were up and nose coming down, up and nose coming down, which is nuts for in the water. And that's where people get, even though the section of the James we were in wasn't a big section, it wasn't, big water right there. It can trick you really. There's all those things that happen. And if you're just out there in a regular smaller boat or you're not used to being in that situation, that's really easy to get a smaller boat tipped over sideways. And especially the kayaks, people that go out in the river that aren't experienced with the kayaks, is really how a lot of that type of thing happens. Dam River Boys saying nothing better than drifting the flats for big blues, and that is a lot of fun. And when those when the blues start cruising along on the flats up there like that, they're usually doing that for one reason, and it's food. So you will usually find a lot of active fish like that. And it's crazy when you get into a 30, 40, 50-pound blue, and it's got nowhere to go but sideways. They are quick, and man, they will just take off. So it's definitely a lot of fun. I'll be right back. I got to go let my dog out.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure it was. I miss the days when you could fish off of the catwalk. Uh-oh, we lost smoke. I'm going to go with probably Timmy. Chesapeake Bay catfishing would probably, unless Greenwell has experienced saltwater fishing.
Nope, sure don't.
Okay. Two Stands 3 was asking, does anyone have a lot of saltwater fishing knowledge here? And my first thought was Chesapeake Bay catfishing Timmy.
I've never fished saltwater.
Very limited on saltwater.
I'm sorry, Timmy, you broke up.
I don't have a lot of saltwater experience.
Okay. Yay, Smoke is back. I didn't see him down there. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. OCD is kicking in there. I think that's how we had it.
I'm afraid to play with the layouts too much because my luck, I'll end up kicking people out when they've got a fish on. So I just don't touch it.
Yeah.
My fault, y'all. I had to go to my live well.
Although, wait, I think.
Speaking of live wells, if I just up and run away, I have a cooler that I've converted to a live well that's traveling down to the dock with me, and I've got bait fish in it. And apparently they are wanting to jump and breach, and I've had to pick 2 up out of it and put it back in. So if I just run off, it's because I'm trying to save a fish.
Oh, we actually determined last week they picked, I know normally everybody said that layout there, but I think last week everybody went with this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the picture's bigger.
Right.
Right.
Oh, is
yeah, bigger picture. All right, good. That's what everybody voted last week, so I agree. Mac Fishing, Tony Mac is saying, uh-oh, Tony's live well is empty today. Well, it ain't over yet. You never know. Tony likes to pull it out right at the last minute, so.
Can you please tell Mac to be quiet, please?
Hey, Smoke, you do know what your current score is, do you not?
What's that?
22.2.
Oh, I wish we could leave it like that, but we got Greenwell and we got Tony in the background lurking. So
You can go ahead and leave it there. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
we're going to see, can we push it to 222?
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
This time of year, that would be an awesome thing this time of year. A month or 2 ago, could definitely happen. We had the one stand that we went out at night, Stand 3 and I, and lost track of the weight. There was multiple, I think we caught 6 citations that night. There's multiple 30s, 40s, 50s caught. So it was several hundred pounds of fish in that few hours, just in that one live. Did you see that River Boys said we still get to fish off the catwalk at York Haven?
Yeah.
And Safe Harbor.
Safe Harbor. Fun fishing sometimes. I got to look where they are.
That is the one bad thing. It was amazing going to the Potomac for the meet and greet to see all the bank spots available. Like you just pull off to the side of the road, and that whole, and I know that was just the Haynes Point area that they say is not the greatest, but and it's got the fencing and stuff there, and it's mostly flat except for the holes that Ernie found. But like here, there's just the bank spots are so hard to find, and if you do, you got to walk to them, and they're usually there's usually rocks or a hill. There's not really a lot of great easy access bank spots here at all. Oh man, when bluefish are running, We used to do a lot of that in Jersey, fishing for blues. We also do that down here in Virginia. Great saltwater fishing from bank at Indian River Inlet. And there's camping there also. Good time when the bluefish are running.
Yeah.
Just don't try to lip a bluefish.
Yeah, no.
They will bite your line and bite your finger straight off. So, Mac, yes, and when the tide comes in, it's over the walkway. That was crazy seeing that flooded, and then it went right back out just as quick as it came up. That was crazy. Hey, we got Set and Hooks and Crossing Eyes. What's up? Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Stand 3. We've done some saltwater fishing, but Stand 3 has really been trying to work on this flounder fishing technique to kind of trying to use some catfish and some of the drifting techniques in with saltwater. So trying to use some catfish techniques to catch flounder because it's really similar style of fishing. Normally to catch flounder, he kind of does that like what you hear Mike doing a lot of bumping.
Mm-hmm.
Usually a lot of bumping to catch because flounder is a bottom feeding fish. They're flat on the bottom. And so we'll just have to take the boat down there and try it, son. My bro Brian B's back in the house said, "What did I miss? Did Smoke catch the other shoe yet?"
Not yet.
But Brian, he is in the lead right now, currently, with a weight of 22.2 pounds, followed by Bumping Mike Greenwell at 20.6. And Chesapeake Bay is at 7.4, right? 7.4? Or no, I have that wrong, don't I?
Sorry.
Oh. Fish on for Bumping Mike.
Sorry.
There. That's fine. There it goes, Smoke. So we'll have the whole scoreboard in just a second. Mac Fishing is saying, when I first started catfishing, I was standing in the water to catch them, not too far from where the meet and greet was. Wow.
Might be. It's my biggest one of the day.
Uh-oh, Smoke. Keith, DOC Reed.
Keith, DOC Reed, what's up, buddy?
Oh, no. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, pretty.
$10.8. He wants to talk to us too.
So, Mike, that moves you into first place with 31.4 all blue catfish. We have Potomac River Monsters in second place with 18 pounds of carp, 4.12 pounds of blue cat, giving him a total of 22.2 pounds. And then we have Timothy from Chesapeake Bay Fishing, and we have him with a total of 7.4 pounds and 3 channels.
I watched him come up on the depth finder, and I was just waiting to see which rod was going to go down. That's crazy because I don't know if anybody watched the Bumping for Biggins tournament last week from Fields to Water channel. Exact same spot I caught a fish last weekend.
Wow. What's up, Avid? I might have an answer. I thought it was bumping for babies. Mike Sand 3 says, I thought it was bumping for babies. No, I haven't had to, Avid. Ugh.
And we all got an hour left.
That's what we got left. One whole hour. Well, 59 minutes. Cool, Avid.
You guys see me getting up, moving a lot. I'm always adjusting the baits from the river, going up and down. So I'm always adjusting. So I'm always moving and making sure they're not getting hung up. Suspend drifting, you will get hung up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I am back. I grabbed the wrong battery pack when I came in before this morning. And I got the charged one. Yes, and when you're, like Mike was saying, when you're drifting, obviously you're drifting, you're going down the river, so the bottom's going to change. And you want to keep that bait close to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're like me and you push the limits to getting on close to the ledge, you're going to lose some tackle.
Yep.
I get a little too close, and whichever side the ledge is on, then you might as well just
No,
start
Timmy.
the rigs.
Oh, we got you, Timmy.
Ah, he got loose.
Oh.
Oh, he got off. He wasn't feeling it.
I actually have some slam shadies that I want to try this year down there. There we go. Now it's charging again. All right, Timmy, we muted you again.
I'll be right back. Good.
All right.
Apparently, the bait fish are practicing gymnastics this morning.
Rhonda, I don't know if you have one there, but trick we used to use is a screen. We used to put a screen over top of the cooler. So it's still
I've
got
the lid of the cooler, and they're hitting it and knocking it open, and then one comes right behind it and jumps out. It's like they're working
Wow.
in a team. Yeah.
Yeah. So I see where, oh my goodness, sorry. See where Avid said he's got the thumbnail done.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all show tonight is set up.
He thinks I'm going to be able to help him. Epic's going to be on the show. The only thing I'm going to be doing is this.
Yeah. So Epic Fisherman tonight. That's always a good show.
I get to find out about the purple lips.
There you go. Yep. And he did say that he knows exactly what that is, but it was too much to get into from chat, which I totally understand. Yeah, so pretty much when Epic's on, you just kind of do this.
I'm just going to be like note-taking and listening.
You pretty much kind of just do that and say, okay, Epic, catfish. And Epic will go, well, there's these 3 different species. And I need to know where you're at. What the? And he'll just go.
Good morning, Steve Mosley.
Hey, Steve Mosley, how's it going? And what you need to do with Epic, when you have a question, is there's always parameters to the question because, yes, catfish are. What in the world did Smoke catch now?
It's not a shoe.
Not a shoe. Hopefully that wasn't the hair.
I don't want to know. I really don't.
But like I said, if you have a question that you want for Epic, pretty much he's going to ask you what waters you fish in, and then, you know, what part of the country, lake, river, etc. Whether it's blue cat, flathead, etc. All is going to be part of the question. And while catfish are catfish and they have the same general characteristics across the country, they are all a little different. Max says he's catching shorts now.
That's okay. Damn River Boy says, I was watching this guy's channel last week. He caught some lingerie.
Max says he's going for the outfit. And what was I thinking? That one got me. I was just laughing a little too hard on that one. I forgot what my train of thought was. But anyways, that's yeah, that'll be a great show. You'll get to find out about the purple lips, and I know I'm pretty sure that a lot of it has to do with setting up the beds, and a lot of times when they get like that, it's from what they're eating, a lot of shellfish, etc. So yeah, I got a whole case of toilet paper in River Boys last year, so that was a pretty crappy catch. No, but seriously, I caught a whole case of toilet paper last year. Don't ask me what that was doing in the river.
All the toilet paper hoarders from 2020 had to get rid of it somehow.
I guess so. It was nuts. And it wasn't just the little pack. It was the whole, like 24-pack case. It was nuts. I thought I had a monster on. Nope, just a case of toilet paper.
Probably some of those boats that take supplies to the barges probably flew out of one of them.
It could have been.
Dude, where's our TP at? Oh, man, I don't know. I promise I had it.
But yeah, that's so check out Avid Show tonight. You got any questions for Epic? Have them ready. He is good at answering them.
And hope that I'm not too starstruck and see them in chat to actually ask them the questions,
He caught a 6-pack of Miller Lite once. It's funny. You spend enough time out there, you will eventually catch something weird. Oh, look at that one. You got him, Ron?
Yep.
That was a nice takedown. I saw that one hit. Look at that rod. That better not be the outfit pulling like that. If that's the oh, what in the world? Just remember, Smoke, you're muted, so we can't hear you.
That might be a good thing.
I was just
I know. It is family friendly. You're right. You're right. That might be a good thing. Max says, "Here comes the shirt." Yeah, sometimes he definitely does get in depth about it. Man, that was a. Y'all saw that takedown, right? Did you see that pole? It bent in half. That was crazy. And like I said, just like with every other show, everything you pick up, take things you learn here on YouTube and here on these shows and kind of go out and check it on your own waters, because things are going to be a little different in every body of water you're at. The further north, further south, lakes, rivers, streams, everything is just a little bit different. I just had a spider come invade the show. What are you doing, buddy? He gone.
I would be too.
Boy says, my buddy that was with me drank it. He said, God answered my prayers. Man, what I wouldn't give for a 6-pack right now. Oh, got a bite. I don't know if that was God answering the prayers or someone else. You know what I'm saying? That's
Party time.
yeah. That's hilarious.
We got less than 45 minutes left already, Stan.
Quick. It goes by quick. Definitely does. And it's funny, you can see as the year goes on and it's just getting warmer. Hey, Whisker Dreams, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Whisker Dreams and Mrs. Whisker Dreams fished in the D's tournament, Dee and Nina's tournament yesterday. Did very well. They fished here on the James River. Take second place, I believe. So big shout out to them. They did very, very well.
How about the Ohio River representing yesterday with that big fish?
That's right. That's right.
Danielle and Sandy.
What? How big was? Do you remember how big it was?
About 31, I think.
There's something like that. Yeah. Yeah. The Ohio's got. The Ohio has fish in it. It's just a matter of not as many as what once was. So.
Definitely. Yeah, I get lucky. I get lucky and find them every now and then.
Yeah. The river boy says, "Ain't no way I was going to drink it. Who knows how long it was sitting in the river?" Yeah.
Hopefully, you at least put it on ice first.
Yeah. Yeah. 31.4 Whisker Dreams. Ricky said was a big fish. But as you can see, like right now, you can see today that the bite was pretty. The bite was pretty quick when we first started. And now as it's getting to the mid-afternoon or about getting closer to noon, it's kind of the bite has slowed off. Hey, speaking of that, there's Chad, Feels to Water in the house. What's up, Chad? Popping the eyes in. Hey, you little brother. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Great to have you in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so as anybody, if you have any questions out in chat, feel free to drop them out there. Oh my goodness. He said nope. They was still warm.
Ooh, that's tough.
Chad said, just got done bait fishing, loaded up decent on Moon Eye. Hey, KY Redneck, how you doing? Good to see you. Everybody dropping the eyes. Stand 3 dropping the ears.
Dang, no GoPros overheating.
It
Not even
is.
hot yet.
I was gonna say, I know it's we've been having some hot weather. It's not too bad here today. I think it's in the 70s here, and so 35 awesome people out there watching. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we were trying to get out to the river this morning. We were going to show up and actually fish some carp this morning is what we were going to try to do. Your little brother says when he came in, we were talking about the Ohio. He lives in Louisville. The river's an odd beast, always has been.
I'm about 2 hours from Louisville. I'm downstream at Evansville, Indiana.
All right, all right. Evansville. That sounds familiar because my aunt and cousins live in Indiana. They're pretty close to. I think they live in Scottsville.
Yeah, that's a little north of us. A little north of us.
Smoke Mac wants to know when they're going to see the whole outfit. Mac Smoke definitely been getting some. He got the left shoe. Think you caught the shorts before, so.
I'm back.
Your little brother says, cool beans, he's in Portland. Oh, Scottsburg, maybe. I nobody does mail anymore, so I just know that they're in Indiana, not too far from the border, close to Louisville. Kane Sample says he's in Pennsylvania. We used to live upstate New York, close to the Pennsylvania border. We spent some time in Pennsylvania in the Poconos, close to where we live. Oh, there you go. Of course, we know your boy Troy. So your little brother is Troy little brother, I imagine.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Actually, it was Scottsburg. Thank you, D. Smithy. She knows more about where they live than I do.
I think the women always know more about that stuff than we do.
Birthdays and all that. I have a hard enough time keeping track of my own.
You got that right.
I have to double check my own address sometimes. Just
I've lived on Illinois Street for like 20 years, and I still gotta think before I write it down.
yeah.
I'm like, seriously?
Oh, Mac Fishing say he's from Pennsylvania. All right. Yeah, Pennsylvania, New York. They're all a lot of diverse states up there because you hear New York, you think of New York City, and the majority of New York is country. It's farms. It's a lot of mountains, a lot of woods, forests. Same thing with Pennsylvania. You hear Pennsylvania, you think of the bigger cities, Pittsburgh and whatnot, Philadelphia. But same thing with Pennsylvania. The further you go northeast, it's a lot of you got the Pocono Mountains and a lot of national forests through there. We used to fish the Delaware River a lot. New York State. There you go. Ooh. And River Boys is PA. James Faulkner is in West Virginia. Missy was in before. Missy's in West Virginia. All right. Yeah, I didn't get to fish the oh, excuse me. We were northeast Pennsylvania, so didn't fish the Susquehanna too much. We fished mostly the addresses in Coatesville. All right. So we've had some new people come in, Rhonda. When you get a chance, you want to go over the score for the last, we currently have 32 minutes left.
Sure, no problem. Right now in third place, we have Timmy from Chesapeake Bay Fishing with a total of 7.4 pounds. And he has that total by catching 3 channel catfish, one 2.28, one 2.34, and one is 2.78. Then we have Mr. Smoke, Potomac River Monsters, in second place, who has caught 18 pounds worth of carp and 4.12 pounds worth of blue catfish. He's also caught a shoe, and his total is 22.2 pounds. Mr. Mike Greenwell, currently holding first place, all blue catfish, one at 7.4, one at 6.1, one at 7.05, and one at 10.8, for a total of 31.4 pounds or 31.4 points.
Awesome. There we go. And almost 30 minutes left.
Yep. And somehow, Mr. Tony Harrison, we're still waiting to put on the board. That's unusual. Uh-oh. That look. Was I not supposed to say anything? I'm sorry.
Well, Kane, no, I haven't got any since I got this 222-pound sturgeon right there. That was the last one that I got. but it is coming into sturgeon season, so we can't target them here in Virginia and on the East Coast. These are the Atlantic sturgeon that come up into the tidal rivers. They were severely endangered at one point. Now their numbers are coming back up through a bunch of different stocking and conservation programs. Hey, itty bitty, what's up?
Hello.
Oh, let me take you off of mute first. There you
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you. But you do, when you do fish for them, like you fish for them out in the Northwest, the Columbia River, Snake River, like Snake River Catfish Lair, actually can fish for them out there, and they're just, it's an awesome fish, and you do fish for them very similar to what you fish for catfish, so there is the chance of that happening. Somebody said, "You brother, isn't the shoe a 2 times 2 multiplier?" We gave him 0.22 pounds, just 0.22 points, just for the. I know Stan3 said that we should have done it a point for every size the shoe was. So if it was a size 13, he'd get 13 points. But
I thought you might want to address that.
well, let's see. They do not grow. Sturgeon are they live for a long time. Lake sturgeon, I'm not exactly sure. There's many different species of sturgeon, families of sturgeon that each one has a different size limits. The lake sturgeon do not get as big as, say, the Atlantic sturgeon. I believe most of the lake sturgeon are just freshwater, strictly freshwater. The Atlantic sturgeon that come in from the ocean, they actually come in from the ocean into the rivers during the right about now is when they should start coming in. They're here. Oh, it's like smoke with a fish on. Hey, Grandpa Pete, how you doing? Grandpa Pete saying, I hope I hope it's not the other sneaker.
Looks like he's got this one. I like it when he catches a fish because I catch fish.
Yeah, it has worked that way. Within probably the next minute, I don't think Smoke has had the lead for more than like 30 seconds at a time.
9.1. So that's 7.1.
All right.
We got a tight race.
So you're at
Yes, we do. I got him at 29.3 total pounds. And Mike Greenwell still sits in first with 31.4.
Oh, yeah. Let's check him out.
They're so cute.
Oh, looks like we got you, Timmy. And we got you unmuted.
Stonefly, we ended June. Eastern.
We've Stonefly, we got about 24 minutes left. Oh, look at that. That channel cap and eating there.
Mm-hmm.
Catfish. All right, let's see what we got. Pop it. Where? How? And right when it's getting ready to lock in. There it is. 3.86.
At least you're consistent today.
Yeah.
3.86.
That moves you, Timmy, to a total of 11.26.
Oh, you gotta throw that back, man. You gotta throw that back. Oh, all of them go back. Hey, man, I know that ain't my man. Pete! What's up, man?
Oh.
Stonefly said it's been eating good or drinking some beer. Damn River Boys said probably had a big belly from the 6-packs in the water. Yeah, we got you muted, Smoke. You're good. You're good. But yeah, I believe with I don't know the exact size with the lake sturgeon. I know they get up to a good size. I know probably about the size, the one that I caught, 7.5, 8 foot, is probably about as big as probably the biggest that they get, somewhere right up in there. But the Atlantic sturgeon and a bunch of the other ones can get over 20 foot long. Most of the ones that go into saltwater, they can get absolutely huge. I know Snake River has caught some of can't think of the name of the sturgeon that he caught out there, but it was definitely over 8 foot long. One that he caught last year, and he caught another one this year. Yeah. Yeah, I think a 5 to 6 foot lake sturgeon is a monster. Yes, I think so.
Oh, it's been that kind of day.
Oh,
Holy. Wow. Hey, Tony, we all have those days, Tony, man. Tough one for you today.
Yeah, no, fighting for whatever reason. It's getting closer to noon, so they're probably moving off. Yeah.
Okay, so we got just under 20 minutes left. Just under 20 minutes left. Yeah, the Atlantic sturgeon. I'm not sure the biggest one that is, but I know it's probably 16 foot. It's probably a great guess on theirs. It's definitely in the upper teens. It's amazing. Getting fish that are, even, like I said, even the one that we caught, that was as big as Stan 3's kayak. So when you're measuring fish by the length of the fishing pole, as you can see in the picture, that's a medium action 7.5 foot Uncle Lou's rod, and the fish was about the same size as the Uncle Lou rod. So yeah, the lake sturgeon through the ice. Oh, the snake video, yes. Full Has could have walked on water. He would have left his kayak in the river.
G-Style wanted to know the score. So real quick, let me run it over real quick so that we can catch him up. We got Timmy with Chesapeake Bay Fishing, currently all channel cat. He's got a 2.28, 2.34, 2.78, 3.86 for a total of 11.26. We have Potomac River Monsters Smoke, who has caught both carp and blue. He's got a total of 18 pounds in carp with 2 fish. And blues, he caught 4.12 and 7.1 for a total of 11.2, giving him a total score now of 29.3. Mike Greenwell is currently in the lead with all blue cats, 7.4, 6.1, 7.05, and 10.08 or 10.8 for a total of 31.4.
Thank you. Thank you. Your little brother says my biggest fish has been a gar for length and carp by weight. There you go. Yeah, and gar can get huge too. We have the long nose gar here, and the state record long nose gar here is 21 pounds, I believe. And we got one last year that was almost 19 pounds. So and that was a massive looking fish. So you get those alligator gar, which are a little further down south. Those alligator gar, which are further down south, which are a couple 100 pounds. Just unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. Dam River Boys, it was just, we've caught shark and everything else before, but that sturgeon was, when you're fishing for a fish with, we're fishing for catfish. I got a medium action Uncle Lou rod, medium action rod and 30-pound test, 30-pound slime line, and you catch a 222-pound fish on a medium action rod and slime 30-pound test line. That's definitely, it's definitely awesome. At first, it was because I've had some other monster catfish, and I've just if if you've been fishing long enough, you have those things where something weird will happen in a certain spot. Well, it's called the devil cat spot. I called it my devil cat spot, and we'll be getting back. It's almost the time where we start fishing that area of the river again. But I have had multiple, 4 or 5 different times where I've had just a monster fish on there, a monster catfish. And the one time it rolled up and the hook, the point of the hook got into the sinker slide and ended up popping the hook out, popped the sinker off. So we lost the weight on top of losing the fish. Another time it's broke off. It's just been one of those spots, that one little area right there. So first I thought I had landed my devil cat. I thought I had gotten my revenge on the devil cat. It had been, I'd lost one on a STANday. And so 4 days later, I went out on Thursday fishing with Dan, and that's when we ended up hooking into that one. But man, that was just, that fish was actually pulling Dan's 20+ foot boat upriver. Oh yes, Stan 3 heard that the new record alligator gar was caught in the Mississippi River somewhere. That's a good question. G-Style wants to know, how many times do you have to service your trolling motor, Mike? Because you give it a workout.
Not enough. I don't service it enough. I usually check it, after every 4 or 5 trips. Take the props and stuff off, and you get that line in there. She'll get in there and start making noises.
Yeah. That's why it's always a good idea. Make sure. That's one of my pet peeves is the fishing line. A lot of times you'll see people, especially when you're fishing with heavier lines and stuff. Another good takedown by Smoke. All right, Smoke, we got you unmuted again. Guerrero is out there. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for coming in. But a lot of times, especially in waters where there's big catfish, people will start using heavier lines, and they'll get snagged up. And instead of trying to break the line, they'll try it at first, and then they give up on it and end up cutting the line like at the reel. There's like 100 feet or more of line left hanging out in the river. Always, always, always try to pull that. Eventually, there will be a weak spot. Eventually, it will break closer to where the hook is snagged, or the sinker will break free.
And just an FYI, there's only 2 points or 2 pounds worth of difference between Mike in first place and Smoke in second place. So if this fish weighs at least 2 pounds, that will move Smoke into first place.
With 10 minutes to go.
With 10 minutes to go.
Yes, with 10 minutes to go.
It looks like it.
It looks like it's going to be at least.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, girl. I hate that. Just keep pulling it. It'll break eventually. I've seen so many people just go ahead and cut it. Yeah, I agree. Little brother. I agree. I think that's definitely going to be a little bit bigger than the 2.1 pounds that is needed to tie. 2.2 pounds is what's needed to take the lead. Could this be the first back-to-back winner that we've had? We're in week 4. We've had a different winner every week. This may be the first back-to-back winner.
We still got 10 minutes.
That's
and
right.
Tourny on deck.
8.1, so 6.1.
Woo! Still anybody's
That moves
game.
you Yep, that moves you into the lead, Smoke, with 35.4. But Mike Greenwell's right on your heels with 31.4.
And as we all know, it's not out of the realm for Tony to catch a 31.5 pound fish.
I had one on too. All right, which direction do I want to go? Last cast.
And I don't know if there's blues there by. I don't know if there's blues by Timmy or not, but he only needs a 24 pound channel cat. Although it's a big one, it is possible. G-Style saying, Smoke, that's skillet size.
Hey, I have caught a 25-pound carp out here before, though.
There you go. There you go. And that's why carp are included in it.
There's no blues in here.
I didn't think there was. And
Occasionally, you might get one. There's not many.
Whew, light starting to pick up out here. Yeah, 8 minutes.
8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. Tony Stan 3 says he's got the same tackle bag. He likes your style.
Yeah, Walmart.
There you go. That's funny. I got my tackle bag at Walmart too. Mine was free. No, I usually throw my battery packs and all that other stuff. I just throw that in that bag.
Uh-oh.
Right down to the wire again. Every week it's coming right down to the end.
Yeah, this is usually like,
Yes, it
you know, the longest part of the day.
Yeah.
3 long hours. But in that last 7 minutes, you never know what can happen.
Hey, Stan, did you hear on the news that the time just went up 10 minutes?
Instead of doing that hour jump ahead, they're doing it at 10 minutes at a time over a course of Sundays, right?
Yeah, it was on YouTube, Google.
Stonefly
there's-
says, oh no, is Greenwell breaking out bumping rod?
You never know. With 10 minutes left, all things get thrown out the window. And I would say, yes, a monster flathead. It depends on the actual adult size of the carp, but an average, a monster flathead, I'm sure could eat a 10, 15 pound fish easily.
I like Dam River Boys' answer. If they can get it in their mouth, they'll eat it.
They will eat it. Yep. And they will try. Look at, we've caught 1 and 2 pound blue cats and flatheads on, big donkey baits. Like we use shad heads that are, as big as our hand, and we're catching. Sometimes you'll get a 2 pound fish on that. It's crazy what they can get into their mouth. And especially flathead with how wide, how big mouth that they have. Now
5
obviously.
minutes.
I don't know if a 50 or 60 pound flathead would be able to eat, a 30 pound carp or 40 pound carp, but well into the teens, I'm sure they'd be able to get it in their mouth. Yeah, flatheads will eat stuff that they can't fit in their mouth. We had one try to attack the boat the other night. I'm like, I'm kidding. Hey, there's Susquehanna Stan out there. Yeah, the flatheads are crazy. Carp, you just have to hold on for the ride. That's one of the reasons why I want to definitely start fishing for carp. Susquehanna Stan said his PB flathead was caught on a carp head. There you go. Okay, 5 minutes left. You want to just do the quick version of the score, Rhonda?
I surely can. We've got Timmy with Chesapeake Bay Fishing with 11.26. We have Mike Greenwell currently with 31.4. And then we have Smoke, Potomac River Monsters with 35.4.
There we go. So it is a 4-point difference. Mike needs a 4.1 pound fish to take the lead back over. Tony just needs one big blue.
And 3 minutes to get it.
35-pound blue with 3 minutes to go. And Timmy just needs a 25-pound channel cat or a carp.
Yep.
Carp is the wild horse in here because you never know. They can get monstrous just like the cats.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Stan 3 was reminding me of seeing the pic Epic has of a 40-pound flathead with bite marks on it from another flathead that was at least twice the size. So yeah, they will. Flatheads pretty much turn into the predominant predator in the waters. And if you have all three species of catfish, the flatheads, blues, and channel cats, your flatheads kind of take over the cover areas. Your blues are more current and depth related. And then your channel cats, they will just fit in wherever they can. They're kind of like the combination of both. Oh, that's cool. Damn River Boys was out with P City a couple of weeks ago. Had a donkey bait on. And caught a 1-pound channel cat. The hook hanging out of his mouth. Hey, Catfish Viking stopping in.
Right back
going? Okay. We're down to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 4 pounds separates the top two positions. 4 pounds. That's right, Keith. Congrats to all of them. Awesome day of fishing. Yeah, I would say go ahead and do that, G-Style. That would definitely be doing it. Put the live carp out on a barrel. Well, even if you do the barrel as like a small bucket, like a 2.5-gallon bucket. Ooh, excuse me. Well, you got to think, unless there's dams and things like that in the area, there's nobody out there with a bait knife cutting up bait fish for the other fish to eat. So they're used to eating whole live bait. So
And it looks like it's 12 o'clock, Stan.
And boom, boom, bang. It is over. It is over. It's Danny Stone outdoors saying, smoke gonna carp ED 'em. Literally. Woo!
2
And
weeks in a
smoke.
row.
Potomac River Monster, the first double week winner. Awesome job.
Good job,
Awesome.
Smoke.
So,
Good job, Smoke.
Rhonda, you want to give a rundown of the score? Still some
Sure.
awesome fish. Great, Jay.
Today, Mr. Tony did not pull anything, including a Michael Jordan off at the end. So we have him at 0. We have Timmy with Chesapeake Bay Fishing with a total of 11.26. Caught 4 channel cat. We have Mike Greenwell, all blue catfish with 31.4. And then we have Potomac River Monsters with 2 carp, 3 blue catfish, and a shoe, totaling 35.4.
Definitely good job, guys. All right, we'll go around the corner, starting down here. Timmy, any final words for the day?
Hey, just like to thank everybody coming in and watching the show today. You can't beat early Sunday morning fishing. It's just the most beautiful day.
I
Gorgeous.
agree.
No, I think I want to do this again next week, and I think next week we'll try the gunpowder. We'll try a little different river. Might be a
Awesome.
little different story. So it's gonna be more channel cats, but might be more of them.
Awesome. Love the channel cats. I'll send you the link during the week. And
But appreciate everybody, man. Have a beautiful weekend.
all right, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being out there. Y'all check out Chesapeake Bay Catfishing. We'll go over here to we'll go to Tony next.
Yeah, I want to thank Stan and Rhonda as always for hosting. This is like the Catfish in Hollywood Squares. I'll be Richard Dawson. Smoke can be Charles Nelson Riley. Everybody pick who you want to be. But, thanks for everybody hanging in there watching this. We had a great time. Weather's great. Water choppy, windy. Different conditions. You see a difference one day makes. Totally different look. But I'm still working the carp. I had 2 carp rods out. Got one close, but doesn't count unless it's on the bank. So I'll be trying this again. We'll see what happens next weekend. Let me know what your spots look like if you need somebody to jump in.
Oh, you got one, Tony. If you're going to be out there fishing, you got one every week. I appreciate you being out there. Thank you.
But yeah, thanks everybody in chat for hanging with us this morning. Congratulations to everybody fishing. Smoke went back to back 2 weeks in a row. So, he's got a bullseye on next week. You can't be fishing at Discount Mart, though. You got to fish actually in the river, not an old department store. I'll go fishing at Cavaliers next week.
All
All
right, Tony. Y'all check out Tony Harrison. He went live yesterday. Got a great channel. He does some he's pulled off some amazing wins on the month-long tournaments. And that's the difference between fishing a short couple of hour tournament and the month-longs is you got to be on it at that exact time, and it can be tough from the bank. Danny Stone, we got you for next week, brother. Same thing, anytime, every week. We'll go to Mike. Bumping Mike. Oh. All right. Rhonda's got the list going for me already. Thank you. So, Mike, I'll give you, there you go. You're on solo layout.
All right. I just want to thank Stan. Appreciate you letting me come up, hang out. Thanks to Rhonda for being the awesome co-host that she is. And
Awesome.
Congrats to everybody out fishing, man. It's fun. I'll definitely be back. I'll come back next week.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what we love. We've gotten this kind of same team kind of going together, and everybody's kind of going at each other, and it turns into a lot of fun.
Well, I know I'm going to be out fishing Sunday mornings anyway until football starts later in the year. So I might as well come on and have some fun with everybody.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you do it.
It's a blast. It's a blast.
what I love, Mike, is that we got a different variety of, we got different species. We got bank, we got boat, and everybody's got a chance to pick up a little something, learn a little something. That's what I love about doing these shows and watching shows like this, is that there's always little things that you can learn. And I appreciate you being out there showing us some different techniques from the boat. Well, thank you.
You're never going to know about me. I'll be bumping one day. I'll be suspend drifting. I'll be anchored. You just never know what I'm going to be doing.
Exactly. So, all right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Mike. We'll be looking forward to you next week also. I'll get the link out to everybody probably in the middle of the week. And
sounds good.
So thank you. And we're gonna go to Smoke when he gets his is he on a fish?
I think he is.
Yeah, I think he's either got a fish or he's finding the rest of the outfit that he was.
We'll go ahead and throw him up on Solo.
All eyes on him.
All eyes on Smoke. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Solo.
Oh, thank you. Shirley T is saying, enjoyed the show. Good job standing around it. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for coming out, being out there. Your little brother, your boy Troy's brother there. Great to have you in. Thanks for coming in today. Solo Texan Adventure saying, great job standing around and all the anglers. Everyone have a blessed day. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky.
And while Smoke is landing that, just a bit of bad news. And if everybody could keep J Fox Hunter, Jim is back in the hospital again. He had been home, was doing a little better, and then took a turn for the worst again. So if we could just keep J Fox in our prayers for a quick and speedy recovery. I spoke to Maria on the message yesterday, so hopefully we'll have an update. Hope he's doing better soon here. You're on mute,
And
Smoke.
it's another part.
I had to bring my special guest on to take the congratulations with me. I'll go ahead and talk first and let him go after me. But first, I'd like to thank Stan, Rhonda for hosting a wonderful show as usual. Shouts out to everybody that participated, that pushed me along. Finally got payback on Greenwell. Got a couple left. So everybody else want to come out here and get that smoke, just let two Stans know. And a humble thank you to the chat that rooted us on, cheered us on, and kept us company while we was out here. Can't wait till next Sunday.
Awesome. And look there, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. We've got carp, we've got catfish, we've got different techniques. That's what it's all about. G-Style saying,
We'll see you next week, Smoke. Congrats this week, buddy.
There you go. And that's what's great about having some of the same people come back week after week, is that rivalry keeps getting built. So we've got, and next week, Mac should be back next week, I believe he said. So we've already got the 4 people on screen. Looks like all 4 will be back. Plus we got Mac coming back next week, and Danny Stone. So back up to 6 of normal people fishing. So yes, and thank you.
Timmy, Danny, Smoke, Tony, Greenwell, and Mac.
Right, Rhonda. Anything you'd like? Now I know next week you may or may not be here, depending. But next weekend
I'm going to. As far as I know, my plans are I'm not leaving the dock until sometime Sunday, so I don't know that I'll be here Sunday morning.
Right.
But yeah. Okay. So I will be on the dock starting Thursday. Yay!
Maybe you might even fish from the dock. Who knows? Maybe you can do a STANday from the dock. So we'll see. Danny Stone says, next week I want the smoke, brother. All right. Well, with that being said.
That's what Hannah said. Stan just said, I'll fish next week if there's room.
All right. I know he was supposed to fish one of the weeks and had some issues at home, so that's great. Yep, Rhonda's got him down, so we're almost up
That's
close.
seven.
That's great. That's awesome.
seven.
So thank you, everybody. Appreciate everybody being out there on STANday Chat. Thank you very much for everybody coming in. Got some new family members today. Had some new names in chat, so that's always great to see. And if you ever have any if anybody wants to fish on a future week, let Rhonda or myself know. You can email me at twostandsfishing@gmail.com. You can get in touch with Rhonda.
Brian said maybe me.
Maybe Brian. There we go. Awesome.
Let's go, B.
Uh-oh. Look like everybody coming after the smoke.
Any given
so anyways,
Sunday, you got to bring it every week.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody being out there. Thanks for another great STANday, y'all. And deuces to everybody out in chat. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.